Oh, I'm so excited. Listen, I'm not even ready to start recording yet. I have stuff I'm still setting up, but I'm genuinely so excited to watch Battlestar Galactica today. After a year and a half of time with, like, from our character's perspective, we're finally back together on board the Galactica. This season has been so good so far, but I guess it feels like for the first real time this season, it's Battlestar Galactica Day. Today's episode is called Collaborators, and as much as I would like to think the title indicates that now, unified on the Battlestar Galactica, everybody will be collaborating together, we know that's not the case, right? Like, it seems to me it's going to center around characters who were known collaborators with the Cylons, like Gaeta working for the government, Jammer, who's alive, somehow, Jammer, who was with the secret Cylon police force. Yeah, and I suspect, well, I don't know. I think maybe people will be divided on how to handle collaborators. I'm sure Colonel Ty will be in a camp that's like anyone who worked with the Cylons in any capacity should be punished in the brig, executed. I don't know how far or how extreme things are going to be on that side of the camp. Maybe there'll be divided divisions even amongst that camp. Then there's going to be those, my guess is maybe Roslin, I don't know, but those who are like, hey, you know what? These people, while I disagree with the path they chose, they were trying to survive. They were doing what they thought was going to help humanity live peaceably. And then maybe there's those who are just feeling like, listen, we're united, we're together, let's just forgive and move on. Maybe we should, I personally think we probably should go with like a case-by-case basis on what should be done for people who collaborated. But I'm very curious to see how the show handles it. And if that's not what this episode is about, whatever they bring me, I'm ready to eat. So let's experience Collaborators right now for the very first time.
You know what has to be done here.
Oh, that's right. He killed her. I mean, after he killed his wife, he's not going to have any compassion on any other collaborators. That's for sure. It's like a secret council.
23 people were killed by you and your men during the assault on the Temple of Artemis.
I saved Callie. I'm the one who let her go when they were going to shoot her.
23 people during the temple raids. 12 men, 8 women, and 3 children.
Does saving Callie let him off the hook for killing 23 others?
Should he be blamed for killing all 23? I don't know. I know that this is not a courtroom. It's not the way justice should be carried out. But it's so engaging.
Did you kill these people?
We thought they were insurgents. It wasn't until after we saw the bodies. What was I supposed to do?
Not kill people.
No, it doesn't.
Under the articles, punishment for treason is death.
So let me know what you think of how all this is playing out. I'm inclined to think the sentence might be just, but it does feel very secretive and underhanded in the way that it's unfolding. I don't know. Oh. No, I don't think anyone should be thrown out of an airlock. That's so messed up.
This isn't what I signed up for.
All this before the credits.
Did anybody help you?
Somebody told me to run. Why do you ask?
Oh, because he just sentenced him to death. That was a tough opening scene, man. I loved it. 41,435. That's more than I thought.
Was in an impossible situation. I'd probably done the same in his position.
No hard feelings?
I think we can all agree that we'd like to move on.
You're being too lenient. He betrayed you. Don't make me angry, guys.
You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Is he dreaming?
I've always wanted you.
Oh, it's like a fantasy dream that he's having. This is weird. I feel a little bit better that this is a dream because there's no way Ty would respond that way towards Gaius. Also, I was thinking he wasn't even with them. Oh no, I don't want to see that. Where is he exactly? Is he on a Cylon ship? This red stripe, it could be like the eye of a raider or something. Wow. Interesting new position for Gaius.
Just don't, okay?
After 4 months And she's been through some stuff.
I will personally place your name in nomination as my vice president. Once they confirm you, I submit my resignation, and you get sworn in.
Maybe the last year and a half changed him.
You nearly lost your life for your trouble. This fleet needs that kind of courage. The vice presidency is yours.
First of all, I can't believe that's happening. Second of all, I can't believe I'm actually pretty okay with it. If you would have told me that even at the end of season 2, something like that would go down, first of all, I wouldn't have believed you. I was like, you're leaving fake spoilers in the comments.
Who gave this man permission to enter the CIC?
Second of all, I wouldn't have liked it at all.
The old man needs his phones fixed and suddenly all is forgiven.
Do you know where my eye is? Salt!
He used his first name, too.
Let's go.
Get your hands off me.
Oh, Ty.
You're embarrassing yourself, Sol.
Oh, you're the one that should be embarrassed.
Go sleep this off. That's an order.
With Ty's history, we would assume he's drunk, but I don't know. He could be stone cold sober and be feeling and acting the same way after what he went through.
Guilty.
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 Vote being unanimous, the sentence is death.
I don't know, man.
Felix Gaeta. Charges are collaborating with the enemy and crimes against humanity.
The fact that he was our informant matters, but we may not even know that. Maybe we're not even taking that into consideration.
He was like family, but the fact remains he was the chief of staff to Gaius Baltar.
We do not have any hard evidence. We got no witnesses, nothing.
I gotta go with Sam on this one. We need something specific.
He knew Callie was on a death list. He saw her execution order.
We don't know what Gaeta did or didn't do when he saw that list. I'm done with this whole thing. War's over for me. I'm sorry.
Fate of these people, certainly the fate of Gaeta, should not be decided in a back room.
We need 6 votes.
He's right. We need a 6th.
I don't like the way it's set up.
How long have I been here exactly?
3 days. It's just that there's been some controversy about whether or not you should have been let on board or not.
Controversy.
Can't believe there's still a question of my value. I gave you Sharon's child.
However, the vote's deadlocked. The decision rests with the 6s.
Really? I would have thought the 6s would be 4.
Starting to see a rash of missing persons reports. Jammer, for instance.
Wait, this is all happening backdoor. This is all happening without Admiral Adama's knowledge?
13, as of today.
Oh, I thought it felt shady. Now we know it's shady. Starbuck with the olive branch.
Sitting in your plushy little office on Chloe 01 doing all Baltar's dirty work for him. Probably never even thought about what was happening to me, right?
Maybe it's not an olive branch.
If I had, I would have tried to get you out. Maybe I could have done more, but I fed information to the resistance. I set up dead drops. There was a dog bowl,
You're a fracking hero.
Honestly, Felix is as much a hero as anyone. Surely she knows about the dead drops. She probably won't even say anything.
I allowed my feelings to cloud my judgment. I gave your species a second chance. Or what?
You are much, much more than a machine. You're a person. And you're in love with me.
No, this has to end.
Admit you need me! I need you too!
Honestly, he's so skilled at self-preservation. It's really hard to know
Start with that.
where his loyalties lie. But the under his breath muttering maybe seems to indicate he does believe he needs her.
It's not about settling scores or personal grudges. It's a jury.
She recruited Starbuck.
It's legal.
Who put this together? Who are you reporting to?
You gotta be kidding me. You tell me that Gaeta saw this list and didn't do a thing about it.
We have no idea of knowing what Gaeta did or did not do when he saw the list.
Guilty.
Seriously, you're not even going to bring up the dog bowl? I know that sounded crazy.
You're the last to vote.
I'd like to talk to my wife. I'd like to do it now.
I actually kind of forgot they were married.
I quit because I'm not looking for ways to keep killing people.
I need this.
Those aren't the people that kept you locked in that room.
They'll do. And not just for me, but for every person we left back on that planet, because someone has got to pay.
No, it's not someone has to pay. The right people have to pay.
Well, a lot of good people had to pay the price for what they did. Like my wife. And I liked her a lot more than I liked Gaeta.
I'm in a different place now. I got out of that cell, and it's like someone painted the world in different colors. And I look at you, and I want to tear your eyes out just for looking at me.
Wow.
I just want to hurt someone.
She's like in the darkest place she's been at.
Fine. Guilty. Remember this. I don't want this anymore.
I guess it's okay that I kind of forgot they were married. It doesn't seem like they're gonna stay married. Oh, maybe they will. Maybe I gave up hope too soon. I mean, I would love for her to heal.
Felix Gaeta, you've been tried and found guilty of crimes against humanity by a circle of your peers.
So Zarek authorized this?
If you have any words to offer in your own defense, now
Or
is the
Roslin.
time.
Whoever it was, no.
Well, listen.
You already voted.
Already tried to explain it. I'm not gonna beg.
Too bad you didn't grow that spine 4 months ago.
That's right.
No! Beg! Tell them all about the important information that you were giving up. Tell them about all the messages and the dog bowl and everything else. Just tell
Dog bowl!
What are you doing?
Chief.
Yes. So he's allowed to change his vote?
He's the reason we know about the death lists. He's the reason I saved Callie. He's the reason we're on the ship. He's the one who gave us the inside information.
And you almost fracking killed him.
Don't know what else I could have done.
I hope this is a wake-up call for every single one of you, but I'm not optimistic that it will be. Gosh. Was Zarek.
It's all perfectly legal. And they don't get lasting fame. Just disappear now. In the gray twilight between the long night of the occupation and the dawn of a new era, you come into office clean, without their blood on your hands.
Everyone, by law, is entitled to a trial with representation.
Remember when I was on board with Zarek being vice president? Less on board now.
Thank you all for once again entrusting me with this high office of civil service. A new day requires new thinking. We all feel the need for justice, and we all feel the need for vengeance. And telling the difference between the two can be difficult.
That is true.
We are all victims of the cylons, and none of us can be impartial. I certainly can't. There will be no prosecutions.
Whoa.
I am issuing a general pardon for every human being.
Wow.
I truly believe that this is the only way for us to move forward in strength.
Okay, good. He started a trend. I feel a little bit relieved. This is just for Tyrell. No words need to be spoken. The gesture alone is enough. And last time someone used words, it got less applause-worthy, Starbuck. What a good episode. Certainly had me twisting and trying to sort through what I felt about what was going on. I mean, Roslin nailed it when she talked about the line between vengeance and justice. It kind of felt like the soul of humanity is what was on the line. I would say on trial, but there wasn't really a trial, was there? And I don't know if under the articles, Zarek's jury of 6 and the secret backdoor decision-making was actually legal or not. Roslin's seemed to imply that it was not, which makes me happy because it shouldn't happen like that, period. It's certainly understandable. Ty, I'm not, I said at the very beginning, I expected Ty to be leading a charge like this of some kind because he killed his wife for being a collaborator, and he clearly would want the same to be done for anyone and everyone else. I also felt that conflict when I realized that the Cylon collaborators were killing humans. I don't know, maybe that's something I should have known, but I didn't. I assumed they were maybe arresting people or whatnot, but like in that one raid, 23 people died. Obviously, I don't think it was good for anyone to be on the Cylon secret police or whatever. Nobody should be collaborating with the Cylons, but some did it because they thought it was the right thing to do. They just kind of flat out rule, like, they're all guilty, 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 guilty. As we saw in the case of Gaeta, it was not justice that was being carried out. It was a vendetta. Oh, that was kind of a long, rambly way to say I'm glad Roslin stepped in And what she did, I mean, look, you could argue what she did is also not justice. I mean, she just kind of gave everyone a pardon. And I think you probably should look at things on a case-by-case basis. You probably should let the jury of the peers determine sentencing and whatnot. But if I had to choose between just sentencing everyone to death, no real legitimate trial, and then offering mercy and pardon, I'm always going to err on the side of mercy and pardon. I think this is a time where humanity is best served by unifying, sticking together, stop the accusing of each other for who may have been a Cylon collaborator, secret police, and who may not have been. I mean, maybe you would have got some of the Cylon collaborators, but you for sure would have got people who weren't Cylon collaborators. And people who tried to do the right thing, like Gaeta. So this was a really interesting episode. I think, obviously, I'm zeroing in on Ty and Starbuck a little bit just because they had the most unique experiences with Ty killing his wife and Starbuck being captured by Leoben. Like, they're the two who, it makes sense that they'd be the most revenge-driven of the crew. And I feel so bad for Starbuck. And I hope she does find healing of some kind. It hurts to see her pushing away Anders. Yeah, I don't know what the future holds. But this episode, it was a great episode. It left me feeling conflicted and heavy, but also optimistic for the future. And excited and curious to see where we go from here. On to the next one. Thanks for watching and being here. I'll see you there. Bye.